Shalom, shalom, family. And welcome once again to Just a Word as we continue in the Testament of the Patriarchs. By the way, how can this get on? 1%. Give me the white cable over there.
Take one. This one.
Yeah, this white cable. Plug it into this. Please.
Yes.
Yeah, shalom. Yeah, I'm go live now. I go on YouTube live now. Yeah. It's in?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I got this. 1%. Alright. Sorry about that delay, but battery was finishing, so gotta charge it up and get back. Alright, shalom, shalom to those who are on YouTube as the Testament of the Patriarchs. We have been at it for probably over a month, and we are still only at the Testament of Yehuda. And I'm being reminded here that we need to get going with the Testament. And so we just finished a live broadcast not too long ago. And we are here again because we have to see to our commitment of getting this thing done, as the Messiah has shown us that we are running out of time. We have to do everything quickly. We have to work. And so, tired though I am, we are here to work because we are employees of the Most High. All right. Yes, we are live. So, let's begin. The Testament of Yehuda, the fourth son of Jacob and Leah. Read, please.
A copy of the words of Yehuda, which he spoke to his sons before he died. When they gathered together and came to him, he said to them, "Listen, my children, to Yehuda your father. I was the fourth son born to my father, Jacob, and Leah my mother named me Yehuda, saying, I give thanks to Yahuwah, because he has given me a fourth son. In my youth I was keen, I obeyed my father in accord with his every word, and I honored my mother and her sister. And it happened that as I matured, my father declared to me, You shall be king, achieving success in every way. And Yahuwah bestowed on me grace in all my undertakings, in the field and at home. I know that I raised a deer, caught it, prepared it as food for my father, and he ate it."
So, from the beginning, Yehuda was called to be a king. And notice some of his traits here. In his youth, he obeyed his father in accord with his every word and honored his mother and her sister, who is his aunt. Continue. And then he showed great prowess in racing a deer. And in one of the books of the Testament, it described Yehuda as the athlete. As the athlete. And it's not strange that the descendants of Yehuda are an athletic people. If you look at the fastest people in the world, between the distances of 100 meters, 200, 400, 800, 1500, 3000, all of these are who people call dark-skinned people. We don't know which nation they are from, but we do know the ones from in the West who who are masters of the 100, 200, and 400, we know that they are from the house of Judah, those who were brought into captivity in the slave trade. So he raised a deer, caught it, prepared it as food for his father, and he ate it. Verse 3.
By chasing it, I captured a gazelle, and everything that was in the fields I overtook.
That means he is speedy. Everything that was in the fields I overtook. And again, before we go here, I should have made the announcement. Boy, brain lazy today. The announcement. Everybody wants to be from the house of Judah. The African Americans, because they started this thing about who we are Hebrews, started organizing it. Although they were not the first, because the Rastafarians were saying we are Israelites a long time before them. But they started this organized thing that we are Hebrews and we are Israelites. And because they started it, they say, you know what? Let's capture the number one tribe for ourselves. And so the African Americans, Hebrew Israelite, they teach that they are the tribe of Judah, and everybody else, they delegate a different tribe to everybody else. So as I have always said, back in the slave trade, hypothetically, according to their calculations, to their allegations, the ship masters used to just capture people according to the tribe they are from to take them to their different locations. So, for example, according to their allegations, that means the shipmaster would have someone at the ship to say, all right, you are from the tribe of Judah. No, I cannot buy you. You cannot come into this ship because the ship is going to America. And only people from the tribe of Judah are going into this ship. So we're not going to buy you, no matter what, because it's a tribal thing. That is a fallacy. All right? They're just going to pick up slaves. And in the history, I was researching it, and some of the people that were captured were actually people who were selling slaves. And because they looked alike, they would capture some of them. I even heard, read about how they captured even kings and sent them back. And I remember one of them found his way back. He protested until they realized they made a mistake, and they carried him back to Africa. And these were not Israelites. So not all of the people who were brought over were Israelites. They picked up whomever they could pick up. Whomever looked strong, whomever looked promising, whomever looked like they could be profitable, they picked them up. So why are we saying Judah is only in the United States? Judah is the athlete. And if you look, there are athletes in all those different countries. You can look at little Jamaica. If I tell you the size of Jamaica, Jamaica prove where Judah is more than the United States.
Yep.
Jamaica is 4,411 square miles. Jamaica is smaller than the state of Rhode Island, which is what? The smallest or second smallest state? Rhode Island. You see how many times bigger America is than Jamaica? But you're still looking track and field. Look how America struggles with Jamaica. America has 30 odd million people. Jamaica does not even have 3 million people. And look how we dominate track and field, at least the shorter sprints and the hurdles. Yes? That shows you where Judah is. Judah is the athlete. he is spread across the different nations. Not only Jamaica and United States, across the different nations. Yes?
Bahamas and Trinidad.
Trinidad, Bahamas, all of those places. Because when they were picking up people, they did not pick them up according to tribe. They picked them up because they were a certain people. Anyway, let me get back to it. So everybody wants to be Judah. Nobody wants to be anything else. Verse 4.
I killed a lion and removed a kid from its mouth. Seizing a bear by the paw, I dropped it over a cliff and it was crushed.
Man, you're a Superman, man. Yehuda, you're a Superman.
John,
Verse 5.
I raised a wild boar and as I ran, overtook it and dismembered it.
No, sir. Are you serious?
In Hebron,
But by the way, have you ever seen a wild boar
Yes.
racing?
Yes.
fast like a gunshot.
Yes.
We'll tear you up too.
Man, Judah, are you really sure, Judah? I think I saw something, I think even a lion, the wild boar. And the wild boar was even mocking the lion. He just go and play with him.
Run left him.
And just run. And Yehuda said he overtook it. Verse 6.
in Hebron, a leopard leapt on a dog and seized it. I snatched it by the tail and broke it in tow on a rock.
Serious?
I found a wild ox grazing in the country, grasping it by the horns and brandishing it in a circle until it was blind. I hurled it down and destroyed it.
No wonder those people those days were afraid of our people.
Yeah.
You see, these are the things that happen to us when we are in righteousness. Yeah?
Yes.
Strength. Supernatural strength. That's why the Most High says in Jeremiah, you are my battle axe. We'll have to go back to the battle axe. And do remember our prophecy channel, Just a Word Prophecy? We have a teaching on it called battle axe. Let's go to Jeremiah 50. Things about verse 19. Let's see all the things that will happen to us in the end when the Most High empowers us.
Jeremiah 15.
51. Sorry. Verse 20.
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
You see it? We're going to go back to Judah's days. I think Judah was joking. We're going to get back to those days. Verse 21.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
The Superman this. So we are not in any Superman status because we are in sin. So we are weak and powerless. Yeah?
Yes.
We still have strength, etc., that the nations envy. Yeah?
Yes.
But we are still nowhere to where we are supposed to be. Continue.
With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid, and will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion, in your sight, saith Yahuwah.
You see how many things he will break? He will break in pieces with the people of the Most High. And let's look a little bit more at these activations. We just want to show you that Judah is not joking, and that this is what the Most High will do with his people in the end. Let's go to the book of Joel. chapter 2, verse 1.
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahuwah cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
So this time when he activates us, we're going to be stronger than Yehuda. A great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. What? Let's see what he's going to do with us. Verse 3.
A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they ride. Run.
Faster than Yehuda. Go ahead.
Like the noise of chariots, on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained, all faces shall gather blackness.
Everybody's gonna panic when they see them and say, what is this? Continue.
They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their rank.
True soldiers. You see it? You see it? I'm always talking about soldiers. True soldiers. Continue. It shall not break their ranks.
Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Wow. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
Wow. The earth shall quake before them.
The heavens shall tremble.
Whoa.
The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
And Yahuwah is going to speak before them. Hear this.
And Yahuwah shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yahuwah is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
So you see, these are the battle axe and weapons of war. These are the supermen that the Most High is going to raise up in the end time. And because of that, verse 12 of Joel.
Therefore also now, saith Yahuwah, turn ye even to me with all your hearts, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. And rend your hearts, and not your garments, and turn unto Yahuwah your allure. For he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil.
So there we go. Because we know what is coming, he says, you know what? The Most High is merciful. Just repent. Because if you don't repent, this is going to catch you. Yeah? Hey. Anyway, let's get back to the patriarch. 3:1.
When two armor-clad kings of the Canaanites came with a large force to seize our flocks, I ran out alone against one of the kings, struck him on his leg armor, knocked him down, and killed him. As I did the other, the king of Tappuah, while he was astride his horse, with the results that all his people were scattered. Ahor the king, a giant of a man, was shooting arrows before and behind while on a horse, I lifted a stone of 60 pounds weight, hurled it at his horse, and killed it.
Wow. Wow. With thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. You see it? So this is biblical.
After I had fought with Achor for 2 hours, I killed him, cut his shield in two, and hacked off his feet.
So this man Akkar was a real bad man. Because Judah with all his strength and everything took 2 hours to fight this man. I wonder what they were eating back in those days. Yeah?
Was it meat?
Verse 5.
While I was removing his breastplate, 8 of his companions started to attack me. Wrapping my clothing in my hand, I slung stones at them, killing 4 of them, and the rest fled. My father Jacob killed Belissath, king of all kings, a giant of a man in strength, 12 cubits tall.
Whoa. You see how these men are powerful? 12 cubits, multiply that by 18 inches. That's 12.
12 by 18.
Not
180 plus 16, 196.
now 12 cubits by 18. So 18 and 1.5. 12 by 1.5. 18 that. 18 feet. Man.
That world was just another world.
Yes. Verse 8.
Trembling seized them, and they stopped attacking us, so that my father had no anxiety about battles, so long as I was with my brothers.
So Judah is the warrior. Warrior. Verse 10.
For he saw in a vision concerning me that a powerful angel accompanied me everywhere, so that no one might touch me.
Ah, that's where they got their strength from. Supernatural, angelic. Yeah.
After that, an attack against us occurred in the south that was greater than the one at Shechem. After my brothers and I joined forces, we pursued 1,000 men and killed 200 of them and destroyed 4 kings. I went up on the wall and killed their king. Thus we liberated Hebron and took all the captives.
Oh boy, sorry about that. Was on the wrong page. Sorry about that, my people. Whoa, go again.
I went up on the wall and killed their king. Thus we liberated Hebron and took all the captives. Next day we went off to Araton, a city secure and strong, which threatened us with death. Gad and I went up from the east of the city, while Reuben and Levi came from the west. Those who were on the wall, supposing that we were the sole attackers, were drawn out against us. And so secretly, by means of pegs, my brothers climbed up the wall on the other side and invaded the city without their knowing it. And we captured it with the edge of the sword. Those on the walls fled into a tower, which we set afire. And thereby took all of them and all their possessions.
So these are the righteous men here. People went in the tower and they set the tower on fire.
We didn't get allocated.
Hey, that's serious righteous men. Because these men are executing the judgment of the Most High.
Yes.
Yeah?
Thoroughly.
Thoroughly.
Continue.
As we were leaving, the men of Tapul killed them and burned their city, plundering everything that was in it. When I was in the waters of Chozeba, the men of Jabal launched an attack against us. And having joined battle with them, we put them to fight, slew their allies from Siliom, and we left them with no means to attack us. Again on the 5th day, the people of Macha attacked. Marshalling our forces, we triumphed over them in a mighty onslaught, and killed them even before they could withdraw into their stronghold. When we approached their city, the woman rolled stones from the crest of the hill on which the city was built. But Shimeon and I entered the city secretly from behind, seized its heights, and completely destroyed it as well.
Where these men get this energy from?
Back to back.
Yes, a whole city. Continue. 2 men.
On the next day, we were told that the king of the city of Gash was coming against us with a large force. So Dan and I, pretending to be Amorites, entered their city as allies. In the depth of night, our brothers came and we opened the gates for them. All their possessions and all their loot we destroyed. Their 3 walls we razed. We drew near to Tamar, where all their equipment was.
Then,
Since I was being insulted by them, I became angry and launched an attack against them up to the heights, while they were slinging stones and shooting arrows. Had it not been that Dan, my brother, fought along with me, they would have killed me.
all right. Somebody tell me what was the problem there.
He got angry.
He got angry. You see it? He got angry and launched an attack against them. So all of his common sense and his thinking was gone. He just got angry and wanted to just get them.
Which people that sound like?
Huh?
Which people that sound like?
I don't know.
So that Jamaican.
Yeah. So anger gets us out of the zone. So Dan had to save him because of his anger. And Dan was no stranger to anger either, because Dan's problem is also anger. Verse 7.
We went out against them with wrath, and they all fled. Proceeding by another route, they petitioned my father, and he made peace with them.
All right. This is something, again, that we have to understand. When our people go out to fight and people make peace with them, what's going to happen? Look at what's going to happen next.
We did them no harm, but we kept them subject to tribute, and returned to them the spoils taken from them.
Tribute. Whenever anybody make peace with us as a nation, they have to become subject to us. And the subjection can be in different ways. They can be slaves, as well as they can be allowed to continue their lives, but they have to pay tribute. Just get that. And this is the same thing with Edomites. You're not going to come to us in this age after your forefathers have had us in slavery for 400 years and just come and just sit beside us and just relax beside us. You have come to make peace with us. You have to become tributaries unto us. Very simple. Verse 9.
I built Tamar, and my father built Rabal. I was 20 when this battle occurred.
But, so young and giving all of this, doing all of this.
Before 20.
Amen. 11.
And the Canaanites were fearful of me and my brothers. I had many cattle. I had Hiram and
The
the
Adullamite.
Adulamites as chief herdsmen. When I approached him, I saw Barsaba, the king of Adullam. He conversed with us and held a drinking party for us. When I urged him, he gave me his daughter named Saba as a wife. She bore me Onan, and Shilom.
So remember, today we're talking about mixed marriage. So people would see this and say, hey, Judah married a Canaanite. He married a Canaanite. Without the law, sin was dead. All right? This was not. There was no law at this time against it. So it was perfectly legitimate. The Most High gives us different charges at different stages along the way. Okay? Verse 3.
The Yahuwah took away 2 of them, but Shalom lived.
Shalom lived. So that was and Onan. Both of them spilled seed, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And Yahuwah took them from Yehuda. So this again, the spilling of seed comes to contraception. Husband and wife, whatever you are, think that you are husband and wife, and so everything is legitimate. When you actually use condoms, you are actually going against the will and the way of the Most High. Because sexual intercourse was given to you to be fruitful and to multiply. When you stop it, then you are taking the Most High's power in your hands. The Most High that has the power to join the egg and the sperm in order to make a life.
That's wicked, boy, that they do that with contraceptives and stuff like that.
Yeah. Continue.
For 18 years my father was at peace with his brother Esau, and his sons with us, after we had come out of Mesopotamia from Laban. When the 18 years were completed, Esau, my father's brother, came up against us with a force powerful and strong. Jacob struck Esau with an arrow, and in death he was carried up to Mount Seir.
Death of Esau, killed by his brother. Continue.
We pursued Esau's sons, who had possession of a fortified city, which we were unable to enter. Encamping around it, we besieged it. When they had not opened to us after 20 days, I set up a ladder, and holding a shield in position over my head, climbed up in spite of being hit by stones.
Man, what a serious man.
I killed 4 of their powerful men, while Reuben and Gad killed 6 others.
The never-ending, non-stop battle between Esau and Jacob. And as we said in the law, it says, you shall not abhor an Edomite, because he is thy brother. In this day when it did this was no sin. But when the law comes now and said you must not abhor an Edomite, then you have to now obey that. You see, the law is different, because this was perfectly legitimate what they did at this time. Verse 7.
Then they asked us for peace terms, and following consultation with our father, we took them as subjects under tribute.
There we go. It's nothing new. Our people taking the children of Edom as subjects is nothing new. And it is not over. Amos 9:11-12. Because when we tell people that Edomites today who say they are believers, that they are going to be our servants, they say no such thing. No such thing. No. How can we as believers be subject to anyone? Eh? Because of what your fathers did. That's why. Amos 9:11-12, please.
In that day will I raise up the tabernacles of Dawood that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and will build it as in the days of old,
That they may possess the remnant of Edom,
and of
all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahuwah that doeth this. Look at that. That they may possess, they may own the remnant of Edom. Just like how there's a remnant of Yashar that's going to be left behind. I will leave in the midst of the unafflicted and poor people. There is going to be a remnant of Edom as well, who are going to be owned or possessed by the children of Yasharal. And of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahuwah, that doeth this. Yahuwah is going to make every single one of the believers from the nations serve our people. And many people are looking to the Bible and they're saying, but Apostle Paul did not preach this nor teach this. You have to go to the law and the testimony to see what is happening. In the time of Apostle Shaul, we were not in 400 years slavery. You have to go into the Bible to find out what happens after we go into captivity. Yes? In the days of Apostle Shaul, when the New Testament was read, they were subjects to the Romans. But they had their nation. They still had their temple. They still had their high priest. They still had the same, the Torah. They still had everything going just the same. But what happens when the people take you into captivity for 400 years and abuse you and treat and hate you and despise you and have you serving them and doing wickedness to you up to this very day? What happens to them? They will have to pay. Because Yahuwah says in Isaiah 61 about verse 9, he says, for I, Yahuwah, love judgment. Judgment. So this possessing of the remnant of Edom, it was not spoken about in the New Testament, but it happened in the Old. And is also prophesied to happen when the time comes. This, Amos 9:11-12, is when the Messiah returns. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Yeah? So it's the same thing, the possession of the remnant of Edom. Let's go back to the testament of the patriarchs.
They regularly gave us
Where was I again?
in 9:8.
Then they asked, read 7 again.
Okay. Then they asked us for peace terms, and following consultations with our father, we took them as subjects under tribute. They regularly gave us 200 cores of wheat, and 500 baths of oil, and 500 measures of wine, until the famine, when we went down into Egypt.
The Moses says, all right, time to stop now. We give a famine. Yeah, verse 1.
After this, my son brought from Mesopotamia Tamar, daughter of Aram, as a wife for himself. Was wicked, and a difficulty arose concerning Tamar, because she was not of the land of Canaan. An angel of Yehuda took him away on the third night. He had not had intercourse with her, in keeping with his mother's treacherous scheme, because he did not want to have children by her. In the days designated for the bridal chamber, I assigned Onan to fulfill the marital role with her, but in his wickedness he did not have intercourse with her, even though he was with her for a year.
Wow. So you see, things happen and people don't know it's the Most High that's doing it. So I saw his brother killed and didn't even know that it was because his brother did not have intercourse with her. And the Most High was angry. And what happened? Verse 5.
When I threatened him, he lay with her, but let his semen spill out on the ground. As his mother ordered him, he also died through his wickedness.
You see? Met his semen spill. And mankind has now done it a little tricky way and said, okay, we're not going to spill seed. That's too messy. Let's give you a plastic to catch it. Yeah. Same thing. Same thing. Wickedness. Yeah? And even Jamaica. This condom thing is such a part of this Jamaica thing. Do you know that Jamaica's population is declining like the white people? You know that? Yeah. You check it out. Jamaica is struggling to grow its population. Yeah. A nation of Israelites struggling to grow population because of condom use.
Must because
Yeah, man.
But I know that a lot of the young people, them not encouraged to have.
No, they're not interested in having children anymore. Everybody interested in social media.
US too.
And social media and pose and everybody see them and say, you look nice. That's what they're interested in. Yeah. Verse 6.
I wanted to give Shalom to her also, but his mother would not allow it. She did this evil thing because Tamar was not the daughter of Canaan as she was.
You see how these people are serious about their nation?
Mm-hmm.
Serious about their nation. Verse 1.
And I knew that the race of the Canaanites was evil, but youthful impulses blinded my reason.
Youthful impulses blinded my reason. Impulse blinds our reason. Impulse is that urgency in you to do something without even thinking. That's where a lot of our blindness comes in. That's where a lot of sin comes in. Impulse. And the impulse that we must have, which is good impulse, is to do righteousness. It is us naturally to do that which is right in the eyes of the Most High. That's the impulse we should have. But when it comes to temptation and all of those things, those impulses are going to make us sin. Verse 2.
And when I saw her, I was led astray by the strong drink and had intercourse with her.
Led astray by the strong drink. By the wine. And this is how we sin, of course, in Babylon when we get caught up in the wine of Babylon. Again, not even natural wine, but the wine of Babylon gets us to sin. Verse 3.
While I was absent, she went off and brought from Canaan a wife for Shalom. When I realized what she had done, I pronounced a curse on her in the anguish of my soul. And she died in her wickedness together with her children.
Wow.
After this, while Tamar was a widow, she heard 2 years later that I was going up to shear sheep. Decking herself in bridal array, she sat at the entrance of the inn in the city of Enan. For there was a law among the Amorites that a woman who was widowed should sit in public like a whore.
Wow, these heathen people, boy. Verse 3.
Since I was drunk with wine, I did not recognize her, and her beauty enticed me because of a manner of tricking herself out. I bent down and said to her, I shall go in unto you. And she said, what will you give me? And I gave her my staff, my ring, my royal crown as a pledge. So I had intercourse with her, and she conceived.
Wow.
Again.
Intercourse. Dangerous thing. You give everything for a few minutes. Pleasure.
He gave everything.
He gave everything.
Ah, that's how we are made. That impulse. And it was made for us to multiply. Not for us to go after the desires of our hearts and our lusts, but to multiply. It was made that way so that we cannot help but to multiply. But mankind says, all right, you know what? We are going to block it with a plastic. And then now you can go after every desire of your heart. And so we have promiscuity. Everybody going around and just make sure they have a plastic and they are free to sin. You see the abomination of the nations. Continue.
Not understanding what I had done, it was my wish to kill her. But she sent me secretly the pledges and utterly humiliated me. I summoned her and heard the words spoken in a mystery when I was drunk and sleeping with her. So I could not kill her because it was from Yehuda.
You're the righteous man. Wanted to kill her to cover up his evil.
Sorry.
Continue.
I kept saying, what if she did it deceitfully, having received the pledge from some other woman? But I did not go near her again until the end of my life, because I had done this thing which was revolting in all Yasharal. Those who were in the city were saying that there had been no whore at the gate, because she had come quickly from another district and sat at the gate. So I suppose no one knew that I had gone in to her. Afterward I went to Egypt to Joseph on account of the famine, and was 46 years old, and I spent 70 years in Egypt. And now, my children, I command you, give heed to Yehuda your father, and keep my words, so as to perform all Yahuwah's just decrees, and to obey the command of Elohim. Do not pursue evil, impelled by your lusts, by the arrogance of your heart, and do not boast the exploits and strength of your youth, because this too is evil in Yahuwah's sight.
All right, this verse here is packed with some food here. Do not pursue evil, impelled by your lusts, by the arrogance of your heart. Now, when we are arrogant and proud, we have no consideration for that which that we can fall under any power. So we are arrogant and thinking that we are invincible, not knowing that as long as we are impelled, as long as we are led by our lusts, we are going to pursue evil. As long as we are led by lusts, we are going to pursue evil. So in humility, we have to know that we cannot follow our lusts. And therefore, we will do what? We will do good. Humility. Not going after our lusts. All right? And he says, this very one here, that's what I like. Do not boast the exploits and strength of your youth, because this too is evil in Yahuwah's sight. How many people know this? That we must not boast about what we did in our youth. He says it is evil. Do not boast the exploits and strength of your youth, because this too is evil in Yahuwah's sight. Righteousness is not easy, is it? There are so many things to take into consideration. So many things. Here, verse 3.
Since I had boasted that during a war, not even a beautifully formed woman's face would entice me, and I had scolded Reuben, my brother, concerning Bela, my father's wife, the ruach of envy and promiscuity plotted against me, until I lay with a nun, the Canaanite woman, and Tamar, who was pledged in marriage to my son.
Look at that verse there. Since I had boasted that during a war, not even a beautifully formed woman's face would entice me, and I had scolded Reuben, my brother, concerning Bilhah, my father's wife. So this is where Shaul says, second, Shaul, what did Shaul say here? I have it in my mind, but I have to find the exact verse. Yep, 1 Corinthians 10, verse 12.
Wherefore, let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall.
Take heed lest you fall, lest you think you are invincible. Verse 13.
There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahuwah is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
So we have two sides of the coin. Yehuda said he succumbed to it because he thought himself to be invincible. But this is telling you that the Most High will find a way of escape for you. But this escape comes with what? Humility. Yehuda's Yehuda's account came with arrogance. Let's look at it. He scolded Reuben. He says, the ruach of envy and promiscuity plotted against me. Now, what is this ruach of envy? The ruach of envy is when you see people with things and you yourself want it. Yes? When you see people with things and you want it, that is envy. And promiscuity is that ruach of desire to have different partners. Okay? And it says, the ruach of envy and promiscuity plotted against me. You see how this spiritual realm works? We are here living our lives. And the evil ruachot are plotting and planning against us, so they're going to make us fall. Is it? They're planning against us. I'm going to get it. All right. He thinks he's escaping. He thinks he's getting over. That is why we cannot be arrogant and act as if we are invincible. Okay, I'm going to get him. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to allow him to do this and that. Plotting and planning against him until he sinned. Verse 4.
For I said to my father-in-law, I will confer with my father, and then I will take your daughter. But since he was unwilling to delay, he showed me a measureless mass of gold, which was in his daughter's name. He decked her in gold and pearls, and made her pour out wine for us in a feast. The wine prevented my eyesight.
Perverted.
Perverted my eyesight. Pleasure darkened my heart.
What a conspiracy here. We have gold in his daughter's name. We have pearls. We have wines. We have a feast. All of that together. So people, this is us for us. We cannot be carried away by earthly, worldly desires. You see what got Yehuda? His eyes, his lust after the things of this world. That's why it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Because of the lust of this world. And then wine came in now. So when you put the wine in that now, all of your reasoning ability is gone. Your strength of reasoning and your resilience is broken down by wine. Wine makes you weak. It makes you lack rational thinking. It makes you just
Your ambition to win.
you're just easily taken away. Whatever they put to you, you just follow it, just for the sake of pleasure. And it darkened his heart, darkened his mind. And what happened?
I longed for her and lay with her. Thus I transgressed Yahuwah's command and that of my father when I took her as my wife.
Because she was a Canaanite. Yeah? And the word was, you must not take a daughter of Canaan as a wife. Esau took a daughter of Canaan, and Jacob went and did the same. Genesis 36 2. This was one of the evils that that Esau did.
Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Ada, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Aholibmah, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon the Hivite.
All right. But this was against the commands. Genesis 28 1.
And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him, and charged him, and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan.
Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. And that was what he went against. That is why he had so much trouble. Yeah? When the Most High gives us instruction, do not take a wife of such and such people. Please do it. Today it is don't take a wife of the daughters of Edom. That's the new thing, which was an old thing. Because that's what helped to cause Shulimah or Solomon to sin. Let's look at Shulimah. What are you doing there?
Solomon.
Solomon, 1 Kings 11, verse 1.
But Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites.
So, as we said, that's a new thing, but it's an old thing. Don't take the daughters of Edom for your wives. Let's go back and hear what Judah is going on with now. Verse 8.
And Yehuda repaid me according to the rashness of my soul, because I had no delights in her children.
According to the rashness of my soul, I was repaid. Because I went and I did what my mind told me to do and disobeyed the commandments of the Most High. 14:1.
And now, my children, I tell you, do not be drunk with wine, because wine prevents the mind from the truth, arouses the impulses of desire, and leads the eyes into the path of error.
Stop there. Do not be drunk with wine. In the book of Ephesians, it says, wherein is excess. And in the book of Ephesians, it said, but be filled with Ruach HaKadosh. Yeah? Because wine perverts the mind from the truth. So, wine perverts your mind from the truth. And in the book of 2 Thessalonians, it tells us about the truth. It tells us if you don't love the truth, you cannot be saved. And if we do not follow the truth, but we do follow a lie, we have no salvation. Because in the book of Ephesians, was it the first weapon? The first weapon to take on was what of truth? Was truth, wasn't it? Was truth the first one? Let me see what was the first one. Ephesians 6, verse 11. Are you there?
Yes. Put on the whole armor.
Verse 13.
Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Elohim, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth.
Bop, 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 bop. Truth is the first weapon you have to deal with the enemy. So if you drink wine, wine will tend to break down the truth. So you already start the battle at a loss because you have no truth.
Disarm.
Yeah? You have no truth. Let's see what it says again. Wine perverts the mind from the truth. That's how dangerous wine is. And again, we are not saying don't drink wine, but you have to minimize your drinking of wine because it breaks down your self control and will pervert your mind from the truth. Not only that, arouses the impulses of desire. When they have parties, you have to have alcohol. You cannot have parties in this world or clubs and all of those places without alcohol. Why? It arouses the impulses of desire.
Wild.
Huh?
You can get wild.
Make you get wild. It arouses the impulses of desire. And when you have this impulse of desire, then you are going to fall to the spirit of promiscuity. That is why when you go to clubs, etc., people are just drinking, and they party, and then they go home, take sexual partners. Sometimes some people wake up with some partners. They don't even know the person who they go home with. The wine just leads them to just promiscuity. And leads the eyes into the path of error. So all of a sudden now you start to see error. Verse 2.
For the ruach of promiscuity has wine as its servant for the indulgence of the mind.
So you see that? The ruach of promiscuity has wine as its servant. So as long as you are going to drink, you are going to be a servant of promiscuity. So promiscuity uses wine to get people to sin. You're the one, man. You're the one, man. Continue.
If any one of you drinks wine
To the point of drunkenness. That's the danger. To the point of drunkenness. Continue.
your mind is confused by sordid thoughts, and your body is kindled by pleasure to commit adultery.
What a thing like wine.
Thus he commits sin and is unashamed.
And is unashamed. And you only feel shame when you become sober.
Next morning. That's why they call it the walk of shame.
The walk of shame.
You're saying.
The next morning when you wake up, you are so ashamed of yourself. And you knew no shame while you were drunk. Verse 4.
Such is the drunkard, my children. He who is drunken has respect for no one.
Wow. He who is drunken has respect for no one. Verse 5.
See, even I was deceived, so that I was not ashamed before the throng in the city, because before the eyes of all I turned aside to Tamar and committed a great sin, and disclosed to my sons my acts of uncleanness. When I had drunken wine, I flaunted shamelessly Elohim's command, and took the Canaanite woman. He who drinks wine needs much perception, my children, and this is the perception that wine drinker requires. So long as he
is decent. Just
Decent.
ignore me when I'm saying it.
So long as he is decent,
He may drink. As long as he's decent, he may drink. So you have to have perception. I don't know what he calls decent here. So long as he's decent. I don't know if it means to have self-control, not to go to the point of drunkenness. Yeah, I guess that's what it means, because look at the next verse.
But if he exceeds the limit, the ruach of error invades his mind and makes the drunkard become foul-mouthed and toreless. Yet rather be ashamed. He boasts in his dishonorable action and
He
considers it to be fine.
So we become fools we become under the power of this drink. Yeah? All right, so we just finished wine. We're not going to go in promiscuity. Today we'll do part 2. Yahuwah willing. Hopefully tomorrow, we don't know. We will try to continue to do the rest. But we spoke about wine. And I know many of us have the history of this wine. Many of us were drinkers. Many of us were people who used to do these party things. And we do know the true power of wine. Yeah? So we'll hear from the patriarch Yehuda in our next presentation. Or somebody said no sounds. I don't know what's wrong. But check. I don't know what's wrong. All right. So thank you for watching. We'll do part 2, Yahuwah willing, tomorrow or the day after. Who knows? Until next time. Shalom.
Shalom.